Hello, guys. Welcome to our show. I hope everyone is doing just fine. So, our first story for today is about China. China is one of the most populated countries in the world. In fact, it's the world most populated country, and it's also the world's factory. Most of the things we use every now and then is being manufactured in China. And China also has been building up its military very, very quickly. In fact, they have some of the most sophisticated weapons nowadays. And some people might even speculate that they are beating the US in the arm race. But that is debatable. It depends on who you ask, right? And they have also been having a kind of like brawl with Taiwan. The tension between China and Taiwan is really, really high right now. China and Taiwan are like from one family. Let me put it that way, like junior brother and senior brother. Sometimes they are in peace, and sometimes they have their own worries and arguments and stuff, like most family do, right? So Taiwan has been under a lot of pressure from China recently. But before I continue with this conversation, I want you to watch this video.
Display of overwhelming force off the coast of Taiwan. China's message, you are not a sovereign country. But the drills are having another effect, driving Taiwanese public opinion even further against China. In Taipei, most residents are used to dealing with China's threats, though many say they don't appreciate being bullied.
It's not great from China. It doesn't really help boost my feelings for China, if that makes sense.
China wants to control everything, like the people, their lifestyle. But in Taiwan, we have our rights, our authorities to control our own life.
And they say they want to re-educate us after reunification, which sounds awfully familiar.
Just like in Hong Kong, China proposes a one country, two systems policy for Taiwan. But China's crackdown on Hong Kong has erased that distinction.
We can see Hong Kong now is just one China, right? And Chinese swallow their promise. So how we can trust the Beijing?
But those fears aren't keeping Taiwanese from enjoying the present. This frontline island, not far from the Chinese drills, held a dance party over the weekend.
We understand that these drills are a way of communicating Beijing's anger or Beijing's dissatisfaction. And they are, quite frankly, a very violent form of communication. And it only serves to increase the antipathy that Taiwanese people hold towards the government of China.
In Taipei, the idea of unifying with China is more unpopular than ever. Most also oppose declaring independence. Polls suggest the vast majority just want to keep things the way they are.
Okay, my brothers and sisters, some of you who might not know why there is tension between China and Taiwan. The government of Taiwan used to be the government of China before the communists took over. And after communists took over the mainland China, the government of Taiwan moved to the island of Taiwan. And since then, China, the mainland, wants Taiwan to be part of China. And they have promised to take it either by force. Since then, Taiwan has developed itself, and the people of Taiwan have decided to be a separate country. They decided to make Taiwan a separate country. As of now, Taiwan has its own passport, has its own currency, and they speak the traditional Chinese, whereby mainland China speak modern Chinese or simplified Chinese. So they are really kind of like two different countries. But the mainland have refused to acknowledge that Taiwan is a separate country. They have always hold this in mind, that Taiwan is a part of China. But my own personal opinion, I think that every people or every country has the right to self-determination. So if the people in Taiwan wants Taiwan to be a separate country, it is their right to do that. It is their choice. No one has the right to force them to join. So they can be their own separate country. And they are doing really, really well. They are really doing well for themselves. So it's left for them to decide if they want to join mainland China or they want to stay by themselves. I think this decision is left for the Taiwanese to decide by themselves. No one has to pressure them or no one has to force them. But that's just my own opinion, okay? What about you guys? Do you think Taiwan is part of China as the Chinese claim, or it's a separate country, given that they have their own passport, they have their own government, they have their own currency? Let us know in the comment section below. Like always, we love to hear your thoughts and opinions on the topics that we cover on this show. So thank you very much and see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.